Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of JRC TV. This week we are focused on a little addition to something we did a couple weeks ago, which is what to do with those billion-dollar ideas. What's the addition we're talking about? Well, thanks to some very useful feedback we received from one of our viewers, thank you so much for sharing your opinion, we decided to add a little addition and twist to the original concept here. The feedback we received said, listen, here's something to tell people to focus on. Some people, when they're going to come up or trying to come up with billion-dollar or million-dollar or huge ideas, maybe it's not a billion-dollar idea, maybe it's an idea focused on helping a billion people. Maybe it's an idea on trying to help your family. I don't know what the idea is about. We just use billion-dollar idea because it's a catchy term. But whatever those big, huge, game-changing ideas are that you have, this gentleman wrote in and said you should help people focus on setting a very specific financial goal. Because if they set a specific financial goal, then they will be forced to come up with creative solutions that help them to get to that goal. Now, here's what I can tell you through life experience. That's true for people who are very focused on money. When I first got back from Africa and volunteering, I was dead set and on a mission to convince everyone in the world that if they just focused on volunteering more, that was the secret to life. And I was trying to convince them, forget about money, forget about fancy cars, forget about cool trips, forget about all the stuff you want, and focus on just volunteering more. Now, as you can imagine, here in the US, especially Southern California, I was met with, oh, good for you, buddy, that's really good. You got a nice heart. We really appreciate that. Yeah, go get him, Tiger. You know, a lot of people are consumed with materialistic things, and I used to judge them for that and then be frustrated with them for that. And then I got to a point where I said, you know what? Everyone in life has their own reasons for why they do what they do. Now, I also learned some of the things they're going after are pleasurable but not fulfilling. And what does that mean? It means in the moment they'll spike emotionally and be like, oh, look, I did it. This is so awesome. And about a week later, be like, it's okay. And just watch it. Watch someone, save up to get their dream car, whether it's the Ferrari or a Porsche or a Lamborghini or a Bentley, I don't know what they want, but they save and save and save and save and save, and it's the coolest thing in the world, and they finally get it. And for like a few months or weeks, they're so proud of it, and they feel so cool driving it around. And then about a month later, they're like, it's okay, guzzles gas, stupid thing's expensive, and it's got a dent on it, so who cares, it's just a car. It's really funny to watch this happen. So they're pleasurable experiences, but they're not fulfilling experiences. Fulfilling experiences, on the other hand, are things that spike in the moment because you finally made it happen, but every time you think about them in the future, they continue to hold their weight and value in how you feel, in your soul, and who you are. Experience for us that's been incredibly fulfilling is building a school for kids in rural China. We know that for generations to come, there's going to be a village out there that's going to be able to educate their children because we happen to be here on this planet. And that's a thought that no matter how many times we think about it, it continues to be fulfilling because it's long-lasting and it's a legacy type thought to us that if we were to die tomorrow, would I rather have someone remember me as the guy with a cool car and a picture, or the guy who made education possible for a village somewhere in the world for many years to come? Now, personally, I go with this one and it makes me feel fulfilled. So, here's the little twist that we were talking about. What I've learned is everyone will do things for their own reasons. For some people watching this, making $100 million is the greatest goal on earth, and if they could just get there, that would light their soul on fire. For other people, building 100 houses for people in need somewhere in Guatemala or Nicaragua or somewhere around the world, that's what light their soul on fire. For other people, being Instagram famous would be the coolest thing in the world. I don't know what your goals are, and I don't know what you're up to, and I'm not here to judge them. But here's what I say. What he said is correct. If you set a specific goal that you make a must to achieve in your life or business or health or finances or relationships, it will inspire you to come up with all kinds of creative ideas. So in our worksheet, we have a very specific space to set the goal of why and what you're going after. So number one, what you're going after, the specific goal like the gentleman suggested. Number two, why it's a must and what it's going to do for you. Now here's what I'll tell you in this section. My deep core belief is life supports that which supports life. Now I'll say it one more time. Life supports that which supports life. What does that mean? When you're setting a goal, if you make it just about you and your experience, you'll have to work your face off to get there. And you can hustle and hustle and hustle, and eventually you will get your goal, and you'll be so excited, it'll be a pleasurable experience, and next week you'll be like, it's okay. Or, if you make it about more than just you, make it about serving your family, make it about serving your community, make it about serving the world in some way, shape, or form. Say, hey, when I hit my $100 million, I'm going to donate 5 schools to a rural village somewhere in the world. When I hit my $100 million, I'm going to take my family on the vacation they've always dreamed of taking because they've never been able to go on one. You know, when I hit my whatever goal, I'm then going to do this amazing service project for someone other than just me. And here's what's crazy. In my experience of life thus far and helping thousands of people around the world, when people set a goal that the benefit, the result of them achieving that goal benefits way more than just them as a human being, it's amazing how the universe, Mother Nature, God, the source energy, I don't know what you call it, gets behind them and somehow helps elevate their entire project to another level. It's pretty amazing when it happens. The phone call shows up that you never thought would come through. The email, the letter in the mail, the check shows up, the funding you needed, I don't know what it is, but when you find a way that you reaching your goal benefits way more than just you, the universe conspires to get behind you and help make sure that goal happens so that everyone else is supported as well. So the belief and the fundamental thought in this video is life supports that which supports life. Our challenge and our goal for you today is to download the worksheet, set your goal, set your reason why, and in your outcome of achievement, we want you to write down how specifically is this goal, by you achieving it, going to help way more than just you in the end result and in the process of you getting there. Now, here's what's interesting. The universe also looks for firm commitments. So if you're going to make this happen, you can't say, well, as soon as I get to my $1 million, then I'll donate something. The universe is God, Mother Nature is going to go, really? Prove it. If you said you're going to donate a house that only costs $25,000 out of $1 million, put down the first grand today. Put down the first $1,000 right now. Take out your credit card, pick how you're going to benefit them, swipe it, and prove that it's real. It's not just some idea that one day, someday down the road I'm going to help out. Prove that it's real. Put your foot in the sand and say, hey, I'm going to give first, and then I'm going to find a way to achieve everything I want. And when you flip the order like that, you watch how much faster you'll get to your result. I've learned this many times myself. We do it ourselves. We're building a school right now with Pencils of Promise. If you want to join us, go to learnitliveitgiveit.com. Join our fundraising team. We're about 10% in right now. By the end of the year, we'll be 100% in. But every month we give to it just to show, hey, we're 100% committed. We're not saying once we hit the result, then we'll give. We're saying we're going to give as we take the journey to get to the result we want. So download the worksheet, set your goals, really make sure it's more than just about you, and then we put a big blank section in the worksheet for you to come up with all the creative solutions you can to help you close the gap from where you are to where you want to be in whatever goal it is you're setting. Financial, physical, mental, emotional, and this is much more than just finances. You know, finances are easy because if I make $1 million, I'm going to give so much to charity. But even a health goal. Say, listen, is my health goal only about me, or I'm going to choose to get healthy and get in this shape, but I'm going to make sure I affect my community and get my kids healthy and my wife healthy and my husband healthy and my family healthy in the process. And I'm going to show people how they can be joining me on this journey. Or in my relationship, I'm going to figure out how to have the most amazing relationship ever. I'm going to share. I'm going to learn it, live personally, and then give. I'm going to pay forward everything that works in my relationship and help the community of great relationships. I think you get where I'm going with this. Enjoy the episode, download the worksheet, set some goals, figure out how it's going to benefit way more than just you in the process. Have fun with it, and we'll see you next week for another episode of JRC TV.